As we move along now to the girls' 6A classification, this is the 400-meter dash. Lane assignments here, Maria Reynolds in lane 2 from Atrisco Heritage. Lane 3 is Jamie Fenton from La Cueva. Lane 4 is Sierra Quinones from Volcano Vista. Lane 5, Jesse Hicks from El Dorado. Lane 6, Nicole Lawrence, Cibola. Lane 7, Kaylin Felicity from Hobbs. And lane 8 is Signy Aguilera from Oñate. Fenton owns the fastest qualifying time here in this heat. She's in lane 3 from La Cueva, 57.65. Looks like lane 5 is vacant. That was Jessie Hicks from El Dorado. She will not be participating in the race. As the runners are off, and it's a clean start. As you can see there, Jamie Fenton already catching people.
Just a reminder, fans, we still are and will be at a rolling schedule for the rest of the day. We are at our
200-meter mark. Fenton out in front as they come around the turn.
300-meter hurdles will follow this race.
Jamie Fenton, followed by Quinones from Volcano Vista. Can Fenton hold her off? Coming down in front of the grandstand. Quinones making the push at the end. Too close for me to call right there.
It's Hobbs, the Lady Eagles, lane 3. And this is the team that, let me see, I tell you, ladies and gentlemen, I just saw them at the Metro. They are amazing. And that is Cleveland High. And then Highland in lane 4. And it's La Cueva in lane 5. Lane 6, Sandia. Lane 7, Alamogordo. And lane 8, Clovis. So, I'm still trying to wait for the times for that last heat. Again, they ran down to the wire. Tisha, didn't do bad. They came in there with not the best time, actually. Well, they had a 50.30, so they were all in that neighborhood anyway. So we'll see. They certainly had to do at least that probably to get into the finals. And I think we'll see that here in a little bit. This next race that we're getting ready to watch, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to take a look here, and I hope I don't jinx athletes when I announce. Sometimes I get so overzealous and I feel like I jinx them. But the Cleveland Storm, man, I think they named them Storm for a reason. They just fly through track. You're going to be amazed at the way these little young girls run. And their head coach, he is a Don from West Las Vegas, Tim Snake Flores, and he is one of my comrades from our fraternity known as the West Las Vegas Dons. So we'll see how these Lady Storm does here momentarily. And it looks like it was Aztec. What? So Del Norte 1, Aztec 2, Los Alamos 3. So we'll see what, and I'll get it back. And those are going to be the order for your finals. Los Alamos 3, Piedra Vista 4, Artesia 5, and Roswell 6. St. Pius X made the finals and the 7th spot, ladies and gentlemen. And they're off. Apologize there to the starters for talking during that. I got carried away with the board. Good start. Good start. Good handoff by the Storm. Made up the stagger. And oh my goodness, ladies and gentlemen, you watch this finish here. If there's a good handoff here, it's going to be daylight. And it is. She's already made up the stagger before the anchor. And the Storm is going to take this by storm, ladies and gentlemen. And it's the anchor leg, good handoff, and It's going to be daylight. Look at this. There, La Cueva in second place, followed by Highland. Well, and look at that. Sandia is going to come up. Well, and right outside, Alamo Gordo. So Cleveland, La Cueva, Alamo Gordo, it looks like, as your finishers. It looks like. And I was wrong. Of the Class 6A 4x200 meter relay. In lane 3, it is La Cueva. Lane 4, El Dorado. Lane 5, Highland. Lane 6, Alamo Gordo. Lane 7, Rio Rancho. And lane 8, Clovis. La Cueva comes in with the time of 1 minute, 43 seconds, and 64.64. So we will see here. They are the team to beat. But the fastest time recorded, of course, no surprise here, are the Lady Storm of Cleveland High, but that's in the second heat. So if La Cueva can stay true to form here, they will set up a matchup. Hopefully tomorrow, another matchup as from the finals of the Metro between the Cleveland Storm and the La Cueva Lady Bears. Alexa Romano of La Cueva, basketball star status, is also in this relay as she does dual duty and on the basketball court and on the track and field. Alexa Romano playing Division I basketball next year. This will probably be her last track meet, probably. Gun is up. And they're off. Good start. Highland looking okay. And that's El Dorado. Made a pretty good first leg there. And it's El Dorado La Cueva. El Dorado La Cueva on the turn there, and they're battling there. But there's Highland as well. So it's El Dorado La Cueva Highland. El Dorado La Cueva Highland. And good handoffs, all three across. And it's going to be a battle to the end here. El Dorado, La Cueva, Highland in the top three. El Dorado extending their lead by a couple of steps there. Highland on the tail of La Cueva. It's going to come down to this anchor leg. El Dorado gets a good exchange. La Cueva, good exchange. And Highland. So everybody got a good exchange of the top three. And it's going to be El Dorado, La Cueva, Highland. Alamo Gordo is going to get around Clovis or Rio Rancho, and then Clovis will finish it up. So not a bad little race there. Battled for a lap and a half, but El Dorado was able to.
You know, he's one of our good friends from track and field, even, and so
Coach my kid.
Right.
Didn't get to coach yours because they were a little too young when he was coaching.
Right.
In there.
But he was talking about going to play some golf, coach, and him having the opportunity here in Albuquerque to play all kinds of different courses. You know, let's see if his Highland team makes it into the final. First things first here. So we got Cleveland, the team to watch here, 143.54. Clovis not far behind. So let's see if those two teams end up being 1-2. But Cleveland looks very strong right now, coach.
Horrible horrible exchange by
was-
Cleveland, Coach.
wasn't very
Almost
good.
didn't get it. Then I don't see no red flags, so they did get it.
Right.
But it was not good.
While being in the inner lane, Coach, they are in the lead, I believe, right now. Very close with them, and I believe that's
Hobbs?
is that Hobbs, Coach,
No,
or La Cueva?
that's La Cueva.
It is. So Cleveland and Cueva going neck and neck there.
And this is the leg that's, for today anyway, it seems like that third leg's been the one that's
That makes the
that's
difference,
made the
right?
difference in this race, Coach.
And Cleveland comes up.
Maybe there's some kind of new strategy that I haven't heard about.
Oh, so they get it first. Get the jump on that. So if they jump into that first lane, they will have the advantage. And I see La Cueva kind of stutter step there.
Yeah, she'll have to move around her now.
Right. So what a huge advantage there in getting the baton first and then jumping into that first lane, because that actually had La Cueva kind of hesitating on that curve, and it cost them that. You have a highly contested race here. Cleveland and El Dorado 1 and 2 there. Cleveland with a time of 1:43.17. El Dorado with the time of 1:43.92. This is going to be a tight race. La Cueva's not too far behind as well, 1:44.26. So once again, state record by Santa Fe High. They're jogging over to receive their medals.
Wow.
It's a nice.
So they've broken the 2 speed records today, Coach,
Wow.
and the open. So they're going to get tested after this meet, like they do the fast horses.
Well, you better be ready for this team, because I think not sure if they're all back, but
But they're going to be competing in Class 6A next year.
so jump two levels there, 4 to 6.
Well, not necessarily.
We're just adding one.
Adding one.
So we'll see how the Class 5A girls now, and I think they're being awarded. No, the gun is up first. Gun is up for the 5A girls, 4x2. And let's look at lane 3 and 4, Cleveland and El Dorado. And they might make presentations as the race is going, so we apologize for that. But first is first here with the race. 4x2, Class 5A girls. Fairly clean handoffs. So it's El Dorado here. La Cueva as well. El Dorado, La Cueva right there, 1 and 2. La Cueva, El Dorado, Cleveland 3. So it is La Cueva, El Dorado, Cleveland. 1, 2, 3. Comfortable lead there by La Cueva. Let's see if El Dorado gives them a run for their money, or if Cleveland can even catch up. But right now, it is all La Cueva, followed by El Dorado, Cleveland.
And the final exchange, we have La Cueva.
There we go, La Cueva
The way
coming in.
Gary calls him La Cueva.
La Cueva. Here we go, La Cueva. Cleveland coming up strong on El Dorado. Let's see if they El Dorado can hold Cleveland off, but it's going to be a tight race. Here we go, Cleveland, El Dorado, second, third, but it's all La Cueva right now. Second is Cleveland. Third is El Dorado. 141 something, Coach. If that holds true, 141.8 is the record held by Alamogordo back in 1981. So another
Wow.
80s
You know what?
record might be shattered.
A lot of these conditions, it's a beautiful day, no wind.